Good day, Asaba and beyond. Welcome to the second annual Peace and Security Summit and Award, happening live here at the NJ Press Center, convened by a true patriot, Comrade Ike Ojoma, who is the National Coordinator, INT'L Security. INT'L Security is a selected team of professionals who are interested in making impact in our society today. Soon I'll be joined with policymakers, stakeholders, entrepreneurs, just you name it, and we'll get to pick their brain live here on the red carpet. Stay tuned. I'm joined right now with the convener of the second annual Peace and Security Summit, Comrade Ike Ojoma. How are you doing?
Well, pleasant. I'm looking very good, and thank God for today, for fair weather, for everything.
Okay, so let me pick your brain. What was the drive for picking this particular theme?
Yeah, actually, we discovered that when one is gainfully employed, you will have little or no time to go into crime. For example, what I'm putting on today was made by my 19-year-old son, who is also in the university. He's a second-year student in university. I make clothes, and he goes from his shop to the school, to this house. He won't have time to engage himself in evil. So that's why we decided to get people, talk to them about engaging themselves in entrepreneurship, in getting the skill. Today also, we have some entrepreneurs who are here today to also look at around and see what the two persons they are going to register and empower them. So that's part of what we are doing today.
Okay, now I noticed that you broadened the scope. You didn't say in Delta State, you didn't say in Nigeria, but you said Africa. So why go so far? Yeah,
they say charity begins at home. We start from Delta to Nigeria, then we take it further. Definitely, we start from somewhere. Maybe by tomorrow we move the gospel to Bauchi. Next tomorrow we move it to Ondo. So that's one, maybe to Burkina Faso, to South Africa, to you never can tell. So we want to start from somewhere. We are starting picking data because it's a charity begins from home.
Okay, now I know you'll be giving out some awards to some people who have contributed to peace, entrepreneurship. How did you go about selecting these individuals, and how do you know that they're actually worth the award you're giving them?
Yes. First thing we are looking at, when we say security, a lot of people think until you are carrying gun as a security officer. That's when when you are an employer of labor, when you are somebody who has empowered a lot of people, when you have an educationist who puts something on the brain of people, you have empowered that person. So we are looking at those who have empowered people in one way or the other, either by creating direct employment, either by giving out something to training them, either by giving them entrepreneurship skill, and one way or the other. So we're looking at such persons. I want to encourage them also to tell us, to use the opportunity to tell us that there is need for us to train somebody. What the greatest empowerment you can give to somebody is empowerment of the mindset. When you educate a farmer, he becomes a better farmer. When you educate a taxi driver, he becomes a better taxi driver. And when you educate a madman, he becomes a better madman.
Okay, so what do you hope that after today, everyone leaving this place will say, I gained from coming to this conference?
Yeah, the most important thing is we want to encourage everybody. We want to see how we can, whoever is interested. We have people from real estate, we have people who are from alternative power source, which is inverter and solar power. We have people who are from the fashion and design industry, from other industries. We want someone to, at least at the end of the day, look for one skill and pick and register. It's never too late. Who told you that because you are aged, because you are elderly? No. Even if it's that to repair laptop, if it's that to repair handset, take one skill at the end of this program and register yourself to learn that skill.
Okay, as you were talking, I noticed you were already focusing on the youth, but what about the advanced and elderly that are here today? What do you hope that they'll go home with?
Yeah, that's why I say it's never too late. Yes. At any point in time, you can learn a skill. When we always say when certificate fails, certificate takes over.
Yes, thank you so much. When certificate fails, certificate will take over. That is why we're here for the entrepreneurship development. Thank you so much for being on the carpet.
Thank you so much.
Any words to your sponsors and your partners?
Yeah, I really want to appreciate so many of them. Those that are here, those that are not here. I appreciate a lot of them. It wasn't easy, at this hard time, at this Nigerian economic situation, you will bring out money to support somebody, to sponsor an event. I really appreciate you so much. I say kudos.
Okay, thank you so much. And now we are joined by the guest speaker for today, Dr. Patrick from INT'L Agbo. Can you give us, a bio portfolio? Because right now we're talking about entrepreneurship development. So I want to know your bio, how you've, gone about talking about entrepreneurship. Let's just know so I ask my next question.
Actually, it's a welcome development, especially at this particular moment where we're having a crisis all over the place. And the topic, having a look at this, is very detailed. We are trying to look how we can use the entrepreneurship to solve problems in Africa, Nigeria, and in Africa at large. Essentially, the essence of it is that if we find out when there is trouble, war room trouble, probably in Nigeria context, unemployment, lack of this, lack of this. But if people are being groomed, coming together, learning one or two things, it can help. In the sense, it can help reduce all these fracas or chores in the society. So I believe it's a well-thought topic which we are going to deliberate today, looking at the pros and the cons, the importance, how we can come together, collaboration between the government, private sectors, and individual, and how we can equally help the individual, especially in the terms of grant. It appears that most of the people that are into entrepreneurship don't have fun. They keep on complaining fun. So let's see how we dissect it today by the grace of God. We'll get to the root and people will be happy at the end of the day.
Okay, let's highlight and spotlight Delta State. What would you say the entrepreneurship level in Delta State is? Are we there yet? Are we getting there? Are we nowhere close to how we're supposed to be?
I have not carried any empirical research on that. But from what I found out on the ground now, because I've been interfacing most of them, discussing with them, we have growing, as you can see, we are above average. But what we need to do, there should be a publicity, widely publicity, to get those people at the village. Because even the people I met now, I couldn't believe it, that in Agbo, people are doing this, and we don't know. So I think we need enough publicity. We are above average. And if we give enough publicity and government come in, inshallah, all these problems we're having in the community will stop.
Okay. So what do you expect that everyone coming here listening to you would take home from your lecture today?
There's a lot of them. One, I will advise them to form a cluster. It's not an individual thing, it's a group thing. Two, there should be a collaboration between the private sector, the government, and them. Three, it should be a continuous training on whichever field we are. So they are wide, but what I believe that training or educational training on entrepreneurship is very, very vital in Nigeria now and Africa at large.
Okay. So what is your call to government? What would you say government should do to support the entrepreneurship drive in Delta State, in Nigeria, and beyond?
Very simple. They should give them grant. Soft loan with 1% digit is very, very important. But before that, they should, like what I said, they should be in cluster. They should know them, educate them, give them training and retraining. Even when they give them the fund, they should monitor it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Patrick. It's been a delight having you on the carpet. I look forward to your lecture today. I would definitely be there with my papers and pen and everything needed. And I hope to get the grants too if you're sharing the grants.
No problem. But you have to join to one.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. We are joined by policymakers in media, in government, in entrepreneurship, you name it. And I have someone here with me on the red carpet. Can we know you?
I am Barrister Japan Udochi, here on behalf of Honorable Chief Berry Negrese, one of the awardees.
So tell me, take a look at the landscape of Asaba, Delta State, and Nigeria. How would you rate entrepreneurship drive?
Very fantastic and encouraging. In fact, this is about my third time I've been here, and comparatively, Asaba is entrepreneurially advancing much more than the last time I got here. So it's very fantastic, and we are very, very happy seeing our cities grow at this pace.
So what is your expectation from today's summit?
My expectation is that after now, there's going to be more peace and security particularly Asaba as a city, and then Niger Delta as a whole, because INT'L Security as an organization is doing so much to ensure that there is peace and security, and that's why the awardee for whom I'm here is also duly to be recognized and given an award. And we are very grateful that the organization is up and doing.
Okay, now thank you for spotlighting the organization. Now tell me how the awardee is feeling about this award.
Very, very happy, and that's why we are here. Even though he's not personally here, he had to take it as a duty to bring us here to represent him. We are three, and I'm the lead. I'm the leader among the three of us that are here. The man is so elated because he feels that his own contributions towards peace and security in Nigeria is recognized, so he's very, very happy. And we must express our the happiness of the awardee for whom we are here. And
so what is your word of motivation for the INT'L Security?
Yeah, you have to keep it up and do more, because more needs to be done as it concerns peace and security in Nigeria, and also in the Niger Delta and then the northeast region of the country. So you have to do more.
Thank you so much for being on our carpet. And as you've heard it, we have to continue the momentum, because the talk for peace and security never ends. It is as timely, as important as it was, and it still is. Still stay tuned. We'll still have more guests to interview on the red carpet. See, they like to champion the talk on community development, on security, on peace, you name it. And now we are joined by the Delta State Public Relations Officer, SP Bright Edafe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being here.
It's a pleasure having you on our carpet. Can you just tell us what brought you to this important gathering?
Okay, the convener of this program is a friend, is a critical stakeholder to the police force in Delta State, and also to my office as the police public relations officer. He has always been, in fact, during the course of the arrangement for this program, we were always interacting. And when you look at the heading, INT'L Security, what is security without the police? So that is why I'm here basically.
Okay, you said what is security without the police, but this theme for the year is actually entrepreneurship development, a necessary prerequisite for sustaining peace in Africa. So what is your take on this topic? How can entrepreneurship, reduce crime and criminality in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria, and Africa as a whole?
It's about independence. It's about self-development. They say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. You see, entrepreneurship is something we are not taking very seriously. I always tell people there's no country in the world where the government employs 50% of its citizens. There's no country in the world. It is what we can do for ourselves as a people, what we can do for the country without relying heavily on government. If an entrepreneur is established and is able to employ 50 persons, he has taken 50 persons off the street. And let me tell you, when everybody is engaged, crime reduces. That is why in the end you hear enhance peace. Of course, there is no security without peace. So it goes together. So entrepreneurship is key, and I'm glad that that's the topic, and I'm glad that people will come, and when they go, they will not be going back the same.
Okay, what is your message for INT'L Security?
INT'L Security should not be discouraged. It's not always easy, that's the truth. At times, during the course of this, you will have one or two challenges. You should keep focus, know your target, know what you are looking at, what you are aiming at, and don't get distracted. There will be a lot of discouragement. There are times where you'll be expecting a very high turnout and you will get low turnout. But Rome, like they say, was not built in a day.
Thank you so much for gracing our carpet, SB. Thank you. Please enjoy the rest of the conference. On the carpet by another important personality right here. Sir, can you tell us your name and what brings you to this important gathering?
Okay, my name is Dr. Tony Moye. I'm a CPO on security mitigation. That's why I'm here. Since it's a security-related discussion, I'm here to contribute my quota too.
And looking at the topic being entrepreneurship development, how would you say that entrepreneurship has helped sustain peace or enhanced peace in Delta State and in Nigeria?
Yeah, entrepreneurship is the bedrock of man. And when you relate it to security, you cannot have an entrepreneur, a good, successful one without security. So our gathering here basically is how to grow entrepreneurship with relation to security to sustain it. That's why we are here.
Okay, so please can you give one motivational word to INT'L Security?
The way I will motivate them, let them continue to do what they are doing and continue to bring intellectual. They might not be getting it now, but gradually everybody awareness will be created and everybody will know what it means to be entrepreneur oriented and to be involved security when you are doing your business.
Okay, so can we also have a word, a message to everyone watching right now, or everyone who will be part of this conference, every youth out there, everyone who's not into the entrepreneurship drive yet?
My encouragement for them is that nobody can pay you what you are worth. So I will encourage everybody to go into entrepreneurship because that's the bedrock of man. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Doctor, for being a part of our carpet. In a few moments, the summit will officially kick off, where we have key speeches, panel discussions, and a lot more to propagate peace in Africa. Soon we'll be joined by another guest. Stay tuned and find out who. This is the second annual Peace and Security Summit and Awards. I'm right now joined by an important personality. I'll let him introduce himself and you'd know who. Sir, what is your name and can we know you more?
My name is Godwin Ogenetashiri Soje. I represent my boss, the Executive Secretary of Delta State Security Trust Fund, Honorable Barrister Sam Osasa, Esquire.
Can you tell us how timely the theme for this conference is, entrepreneurship development as a necessary prerequisite for sustainable peace in Africa? How timely and important is it right now?
Yeah, behind the camera, we're actually discussing with some persons there that what's supposed to be done right now is entrepreneur, because you will say that where Nigeria is going to now, you need to have a trade so that you can survive. And if we continue like this, I bet it with you, you will see that the rate of poverty will reduce and joblessness will not be around us anymore, because you'll find out that most of the youth, they will be involved or engaged in one activity or the other, especially in terms of work, in terms of trade. And once they are involved, once they are engaged, then they won't have this mindset of going out there to create issues that will create insecurity. So that is why this period, especially the time that we are now in Nigeria, where we have insecurity everywhere, if we engage our youth right now in entrepreneurship and they are able to grab it and start something to do, you will see that their minds will be taken away from the street, trying as much as possible to constitute nuisance whereby they create insecurity in the society.
Thank you so much for allowing us to pick your brain. Now, you're here representing one of the awardees. What is the Delta State Security Trust Fund doing to promote entrepreneurship drive and security and peace in Delta State?
Yeah, you know, security is for everybody. That is the truth. So what we're doing as Delta State Security Trust Fund, we try as much as possible to engage others, anybody, anywhere, name it, whether the oil industry, whether the business person, because you know that when insecurity happens, you cannot say that, oh, it's not going to come close to you. You don't know who is going to affect tomorrow. So what we do is that we make sure that at least we try as much as possible to make sure that we bring in partners, that we partner with the government and make sure that the security agents and agencies, they get the actual things that they needed. For instance, the tools that they need. For instance, some of other things that they need to make sure that they secure the lives and properties of people in Delta State. And that's what we're doing. And when you see that if that is being done, you will see that the youth there will not go up, because you have already given the security agents and agencies the tools that they are needed to combat crime. And when the youth understand that, these people, they are ready for them, you see that they will wash their hands off.
That is very true. So give us a sneak peek. How is he feeling about this award?
He's very honored. He's a very humble man, and because he always follow the more agenda of His Excellency Sheriff, our Governor of Delta State, Sheriff Oborewori, and because of that, he's someone that really keen and very apt when it comes to security issues. He does not play with it, and that's why you see that he's been there and he's been given the opportunity to continue to rule it, because he's very keen about security.
Now, we know you're here as a representative, but now personally, you individually, what is your expectation from the summit?
Yeah, I believe that at the end of this summit, a lot of youth out there will understand that you don't have to make yourself idle. You must learn a trade. You must come out. You must try as much as possible to engage yourself so that you can be a better youth for better tomorrow.
Thank you so much for being a part of it. It was a delight having you. Thank you for coming on our carpet. Thank you so much. The stars of today's event are not entertainers but policymakers, peace advocates, community leaders, security ambassadors, and lots more. We are joined now with a VVIP. I am talking about the chairman of NUJ Delta State Chapter, Comrade Churchill Oyore. Hi, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for being a part of our carpet. You wanted to slide, but I caught you. And I said, no, I must have you on our carpet. Tell me, what do you feel the theme of today's event represents?
Well, it's part of the efforts that we have been putting together as a society to tackle that challenge of insecurity. And thank God it's somebody that has relationship with a journalist that has conceived this idea for the past 5 years or so, and he has been very consistent with it. This year's edition is one of such efforts to bring in stakeholders together to see how we can secure our society. And you know the role that journalists play in all this. We are propagators, we are educators, we are peace promoters, and going by our job, it is important that we play our roles as well in ensuring that our community, our state, our country is secured. So it's another opportunity for us to rub minds and see how that challenge of insecurity can be tackled headlong. Although it's not something that you can achieve 100%, because insecurity is a worldwide challenge, but we just have to be a step ahead in seeing to it that we have a secured environment.
Okay, thank you so much, Comrade Churchill. Now, can you tell me, what is the NUJ Delta State Chapter doing to promote this entrepreneurship drive that would lead to sustainable peace in Delta State? What have you done? What are you doing? What are you set to do?
Entrepreneurship drive. Well, you know, when you talk about entrepreneurship drive, you are talking about engagements, meaningfully engaged for the advancement of society, to bring wealth to the society, one way or the other. We have our small roles to play. Our job has not changed. We're there to inform, we're there to educate, we're there to entertain. And largely speaking, our surveillance and correlation function has been key in bringing about people who have one way or the other impacted society in job creation. Now, when you talk about job creation, it may not necessarily be one who is self-employed, but somebody who is not just self-employed, but an employer of labor, one who will take away people who are idle from the streets And by that, we as a body, we have been partners in that end. We partner people to ensure that we organize programs. This may not necessarily be one of them, but we partner the state government, we partner local government, we partner private organizations to ensure that people are meaningfully engaged. Even if when you don't have the resources, we have a way of bringing in those who can assist one way or the other to bring in starter packs and ensure that people build their resources from the beginning to where they can be stable. It may not necessarily be you may not necessarily start big, but from the small angle, that's why we call it small, medium, and large enterprises. On our own, we are here in business. If you look at the run, like you start, we're in business ourselves. So we don't just talk business. We also try and see how we can demonstrate it, because this place is business, and it's part of being engaged. We are employing people here. We are paying people here salaries, and so we are part and parcel of this entrepreneurial enterprise in the community.
So what is your motivational message to Eye on Security? What do you have to tell them?
Well, first and foremost, we are part and parcel of the society, media people. So we have a responsibility to ensure that that society does not consume us, which means in our reportage, we will try as much as possible to be responsible to the environment, to promote peace, to promote harmony. That is the best way you can have an environment that will be good for you, will be good for me, and for everyone. Because, like we usually say, a journalist is one person that has a double-edged sword. If an engineer makes a mistake, one or two persons, 10 persons, maybe the house will collapse, some persons will die. If a doctor makes a mistake, one or two persons will just die. But if a journalist makes a mistake, the whole community will be engulfed. And that is why we see ourselves as a critical stakeholders in ensuring that the community is safe. So we try as much as well not to make mistake, but to be responsible to the environment.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of our carpet. Thank you. Same here. So you've heard it. Today what is happening here is impactful. It is community changing. This is where dialogue meets action. My name is Tim Tokwe Ire, and it has been a pleasure hosting your red carpet. See you inside.
Let's put our hands together for Monday Ike Joma, the man who is actually in head of what we are doing today. And so we are going straight to the events proper. If you have the programs in front of you, we are at that point where we will be taking the guest lecture almost immediately. And I'd like to invite Dr. Patrick Uzoka Ugboak, senior lecturer from the Delta University Agbo. Delta University Agbo is our guest lecturer for today. I'd like to welcome you, but before we do that, we'll take the welcome address by the National Coordinator on Security. So those hands are not. Let's welcome Monday Ike Ijoma. Can't do better than that, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so very much. My boss and my colleague, like Sebastian said, our elder brother in the industry. Thank you so much. I want to really appreciate each and every one of you. I am seeing the Ochendo. Please, let's welcome Ochendo and his lovely wife, please. Let's welcome the high table, please. Chief Emeka Ekwunoya. Chief, please, let's welcome him to the high table. I want to thank you so much for giving us the opportunity and to be here. My friends from Bayelsa, I recognize you. My boss and my leader, a wonderful man, a seasoned police officer. When he told me I'm coming for this program, I told myself, yes, security is guaranteed. Edaf Bright will bear witness. This is the most efficient police officer in West Africa, Supo Julius Robinson, Commander CP Special Assignment. Listen there. The man that is doing wonders, the crack, you don't see, if you follow police updates, Delta State Police Command update, there is no week you don't see a major breakthrough, at least 2 or 3 from them. If you see breakthrough from press release, 2 or 3 is from CP Special Team. So Supo, thank you so much, sir. No one, his team won the best TACA team in West Africa. I want to also give credit to my boss, my friend, my younger brother, and my colleague, my partner in crime, Dr. Chidi Peters. Let me tell you a short story before I come to the program proper. During NSAS protest, during lockdown, what was it called? This COVID-19 lockdown, myself, Chidi Peters, and a team of us who will tour around Delta State, all the local government areas in Delta State, to the level of compliance. And after that, we had this NSAS protest. We decided to do similar thing. Though there was lockdown too, coffee. And based on our experience, based on our finding, relaxing, eating, drinking, he brought the idea that there is need for us to get a forum where we need to monitor agencies and see how we can contribute our quota. So what we are doing today is his brainchild. Please, let's give it to him. Let's give him the applause. I also want to thank my brother. We've known for a very long time. When upon him, you are going to split the paper today. He told me, I have a very busy schedule, but because you have asked, I will come. He came since morning, since around 9 a.m. He was Dr. Patrick Ubako. Thank you so much, sir. I cannot mention all of you, but I appreciate you so much, and I will not take this meeting for granted. Hopefully by next year, we do it. Special speech by National Coordinator of INT'L Security at the 2nd Annual Peace and Security Summit and Ambassador Award for held on June 12, 2025 at NUJ Press Center, Asaba, Delta State. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, respected security partners and sponsors, members of the press, gentlemen, ladies, good afternoon. On behalf of INT'L Security, I welcome you to the 2025 edition of our annual Peace and Security Summit / Ambassadors Award. We gathered here not just to discuss, but to act on the shared belief that sustainable peace in Africa must be built on the foundation of economic opportunity and social inclusion. At INT'L Security, we are a coalition of professional journalists committed to fostering accountability and collaboration between public and our security agencies. We live, peace thrives where trust is nurtured and trust grows where citizens and institutions work together. So there is space for we, the citizens, to work together with services. I think my very good friend, SP Edafe, we agree with that. But we must confront a painful reality where poverty, unemployment, and hopelessness dominate. That's why this year's theme is not only timely but urgent. Entrepreneurship development, a necessary prerequisite for sustainable peace in Africa. This summit is more than dialogue. It is a platform for action. Through today's program, we will empower youth with entrepreneurship and life skill. I thank God my very good friends from the solar angle, from the alternative power sources here. We are going to empower so many people. We are going to give them opportunity to talk to us about solar alternative power source and security issues. Distribute starter pack to launch businesses. Offer training in innovation, management, resilience. What I mean by this is, at the end of this program, if you know a skill, there is a skill you wish to acquire, come to us, register with us. We look for who through our partners, we are going to register you and sponsor you to learn that skill. At the end of the training, we see how we can a starter pack for you to. That is the point we are making. Above all, recognize champions of peace across the nation. Yes, there are those who have been working tirelessly for us to enjoy the peace we are having today. As much as it is not enough, but at least they say if you praise one for what he's doing, it's tend to do more. Those who have contributed in no little way, we are going to appreciate them today. We are also proud to unveil our real estate and housing intervention initiative aimed at providing affordable housing for security, low-income entrepreneurs, because stable shelter supports stable society. Our objectives are clear. Equip young people with practical market-driven skill from ICT and fashion to real estate and digital marketing. Foster creativity and innovation to help our youth turn ideas into sustainable enterprise. Drive grassroots economic growth, because when youth succeed, communities prosper. Create jobs and reduce poverty. Promote business sustainability through training, adaptability, and risk management. Create jobs for addressing root cause of insecurity. Yes, poverty is one of the greatest root cause. You will agree with me that if you are a billionaire today, you won't think of going to somebody except it's inbuilt, inborn, inherent in you. If you have something positively doing, you won't think of engaging yourself in crime. What I'm putting today was made by my 19-year-old son, who is in year 2 university. He has a shop where he makes clothes. I don't think he will have time to engage himself in immoralities or criminalities. That's the point we are trying to make today. Build the next generation of SME leaders, especially in high potential real estate sector. However, to achieve these goals, we need your support. As usual, Oliver Twist, we are asking for your support. We urgently ask you, our partners and well-meaning organizations, to help secure an operational office. You can see today, that's why I always love my boss. Each time we want to have meeting, he accommodates us. But that's not an operational office. Where if you have needs to reach to us, you have a place where you can come with your needs. So we need an operational office which will serve as our hub for planning, training, and mentoring. We also need to provide mobility vehicles to reach out to undeserved areas, deliver training materials, and monitor field of projects. Like I said, we want to register people skills. What learning that skill, even when they have established, we need to reach out to them to monitor what they are doing. The person sponsoring, is he really doing well? He or she really doing well? How is he faring? Is there any challenges? Sometimes everything you do on foot to be there physically. Support our trainee with tools, seed capital, mentorship needed to turn into transformation. That is not charity. It is called nation building. Your partnership will enhance your brand visibility, enhance your corporate social impact, and position you as a true champion of security in Nigeria and Africa. Let's conclude by saying this: peace is not accidental, it is intentional. It is what happens when opportunity meets action. When we replace idleness with enterprise, and when we give our young people the tool to build rather than the reason to destroy. Entrepreneurship is not just a business, it is about hope. It is about dignity. It is about stability. To secure a peaceful and prosperous future for our communities and our continent. Thank you, and may God Almighty bless you all.
Thank you very much. Please, can we put our hands together for that very, very brilliant presentation as postulated by the convener, INT'L Security, Monday Ike Joba. He said quite a lot, and by economic summary, all that we need is to make sure that we get our youths off the street by way of entrepreneurship development. And so the onus falls on every one of us here to be a support base and of course partners in progress. On that note, I'd like to thank you so much for speaking to the component of the discourse this morning. And so for want of time, running with the speed of light, this event, we said, has 1 hour. And we are through with 15 minutes. That means we have 45 more minutes to run. On that note, I'd like to invite our guest lecturer for today, Dr. Patrick Uzoka Ogwaku. Dr. Patrick, please, can you step up quickly? A native of Abo Kingdom in Undokwa East, local government area, he obtained his Bachelor of Science, BSc, in Psychology from Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, in Anambra State. He later earned both his Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy in Industrial and Organization Psychology from Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University, Igbariam, Anambra State. In addition to his academic qualifications, Dr. Ogwagu holds several professional and specialized diplomas. Vis-a-vis, Professional Diploma in Education, Peaceland College of Education, Enugu State. Executive Professional Diploma Artificial Intelligence, Chartered Institute of Business Managers and Administrators, United States of America. Executive Diploma in Leadership, West African Association of Strategic Educational Administrators. Diploma in Educational Law and Legal Aspects of Education, Certified Board of Leadership Professionals, United Kingdom. He is a member, a fellow of several professional bodies. Fellow, International Institute of Chartered Educational Practitioners. Member, Nigerian Psychological Association. Member, National Association of Childhood Motivators. Member, Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. Full member, Nigerian Association of Industrial Organizational Psychology. Member, Association for Encouraging Qualitative and Functional Education in Nigeria. Dr. Ogwaku previously lectured in the Department of Early Childhood and Primary Education at the Federal College of Education Technical, Umuenzi, Anambra State. He is currently in the Department of Psychology, University of Delta, Agbo, Delta State, Nigeria. He is a co-author of one scholarly book titled Psychology of Family and National Values, as academia books. He has published over 20 journal articles, many of them indexed on Google Scholar. His research interests include work, motivation, and engagement, organizational culture and change, AI and people analytics, leadership development, succession planning, employee selection and assessment, occupational health psychology, and insecurity in organizations. Outside academic and professional work, Dr. Ogwagu enjoys for judo, weightlifting, and reading. He is married to Lady Chiere Justin Ogwagu, fellow of the Chartered Accountants, and they are blessed with 2 children. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dr. Patrick Uzoka Ogwagu for his lecture.
Thank you very much. I want to, in a special way, to thank the organizer of this particular program. If we take a look at our time, it's almost 3 o'clock. Based on that premise, we have to distinguished guests, esteemed colleague in security development. It is an honor to stand before you today, 12 June 2025, at this critical summit where intercession of peace and security development is at the forefront of our discussion. I'm here to speak on the subject that is not just important, it is urgent and foundation to African future. My topic is titled, The Role of Entrepreneurship Development in Achieving Sustainable Peace. Africa is a continent, immense potential, rich in human and material resources, overflowing with youthful energy and innovation. Yet in many parts of our continent, peace remains fragile. Too often, young people facing unemployment, exclusion, and despair are left with visible options. Environment, seeds of conflict are easily grown. This is why we broaden our definition and safety in peace. Peace is not just the absence of war or violence. Opportunity, dignity, and economic justice. It is about building society where we have a stake in the future and the means to contribute meaningful to their community. Entrepreneurship is a powerful tool for creating that future. It empowers individuals to solve problems, create jobs, and foster innovation. It transforms community from dependency to realization and from fragility to stability. In this lecture, we will explore how entrepreneurship serves as a both preventive and creative force against conflict. We will examine how investing in entrepreneurship, especially among youth and women, not only boosts economic development, but the fabric necessary for lasting peace. I invite all of you to this journey through evidence, theory, and possibility that demonstrate why fostering entrepreneurship is not merely economic, but a strategic imperative for peace in Africa. I try to sketch my discussion on 7 sessions. Session 1, the root causes of conflict, economic lens. Across the African continent, we find that many of the trigger conflicts are political or ideology, they are economic and they're structural. The problem you envisage in Africa is not all that political. The unemployment, lack of job, lack of enabling environment, and systemic problems in society, especially in the people that are ruling us. Most of the time, the policy we make, but the way we go along to manage them is a problem. High unemployment, poor access to education, develop local economy and environment in which tradition foster our peace is fragile. Let us consider the following realities. Africa's population to double by 2050, yet unemployment remains persistently high. In regions like the Sahara, jobless and climate-related pressure are extremists. In a fragile state, over 80% of workers are employed in formal sector with no legal protection and sustainable income or growth prospect. That's what we are seeing. In informal sector, it's growing. There's no legal framework to back it, whereby people will work put up to 40 years and they will be sacked without any notice. In this context, entrepreneurship become than a developmental tools. It is the peace and imperative. Section 2, the role of entrepreneurship in peace building. Entrepreneurship is the ability to create economic value through innovation, creativity, and resilience. It's not a driving economic growth. It is only most important tool for building peace. So exactly do the entrepreneur contribute to sustainable peace in Africa? 1, economic instability. Entrepreneurship provides marginalized population, especially youth and women, with legitimate self-direct force of income and empowerment. It disrupts the cycle of poverty that makes conflict appealing and inevitable. This is very, very fundamental. Through entrepreneurship, people are groomed in cluster to solve their problem and invariably send the issue of conflict among the society, and in that case, peace is strained. Number 2, social stability. Where individuals are economically engaged and socially valued, they are less influenced to recruitment to violence group. Entrepreneurship who hire other contractors to avoid social instability. You can see what is happening in Nigeria recently. Even when we draw a scenario to what happened in the state over the removal of because people in Nigeria or people that are from Major are engaged in the amnesty. Most of them tend to face their job without into joining what is happening. So with the entrepreneur being on board, people getting what they will do, it will make people not to look where there is a problem to be engaged. Number 3, community rebuilding. In the post-conflict era, small business play a key role in reconstruction, the essential goods, restoring trust, and rebuilding social. 4, resilience against future snacks. Entrepreneurship ecosystem help in community to a global and local destruction, such as pandemic, food insecurity, and displacement through innovation and self-reliance. Section 3. Let's look at the model and case study from Africa that support that through entrepreneurship we have a lasting peace in Africa. Nigeria and Niger Delta, for example. Amnesty program for ex-militants were linked to vocational and entrepreneurship training. Many former fighters now run small logistic firm, fishery, agricultural business, provide income, and continue on a regional basis. 2, looking at the Somalia, they introduced what they call Somalia Tech Base, such as the high-rise in Mogadishu, have become a safe space for youth to innovate, learn, and launch venture, diverting talent to what prize. 3, Rwanda, recently there's a genocide in 1994. And after that, the country is heavily in entrepreneurship training and SMC development, youth cooperative women, and lead enterprises. It's a crucial they trust across the ethnic glade. Section 4, let's look at critical issue, factors for entrepreneurship to promote peace. Fully harness entrepreneurship for peace, central enablers must be placed in front. And access to finance. This is very fundamental. Before we start this, I was interacting with some of our colleagues, people who are here, on how they manage to support what they are doing. I find that everything ends in finance. So, there be a micro loans, such as capital investment, tailored to conflict people who engage it, and there should be a cluster where they discuss individual view on way forward. Number 2, entrepreneurial education. For vocational skill, innovation, and leadership. Currently, in university, we are drawing a curriculum where in all the faculty, in all the disciplines, entrepreneur will be taught. We are trying to create a period, maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. We now engage, get people from our side who are good in that field to come. There should be a continuous entrepreneurial education for us to assist. I know most of the times people will think that when you talk about entrepreneur, you must be educated, you must be a professor. It's not like that. There are some people that have a local training that if you bring them into the university system, they will And so, when somebody graduated, you must not look for white-collar job. You can get a job on your own. But what we are saying, the government have a permanent fundamental role to play in financing all these aspects. Number 3, legal framework. Simplify business registration, ensuring property rights, and supporting cross-border trade. That's the problem we are having. You want to register a business because it's a problem. Government should subsidize it, whereby anybody can register and you can have access to loan. Not when you want to do your CAC, the money will be on the high side. There should be a legal framework to back it up. 3, targeted support. Programs and that prioritize youth, women, displaced population, and ex-convict should be on government coffers. Section 4. What can policymakers, peace actors, and development partners do? We are here. What can we do on our own level? Firstly, there must be a collaboration among all of us. It's not something you can do alone. There must be collaboration where you cluster, you share ideas, and I want to plead, although I want to plead at the end of this gathering, there be a communique. Please, there must be a communique which will forward to the government and back it up. There must be a communique. So, targeted. So the first is integrate entrepreneurship into peace building framework and conflict prevent strategy. Number 2, develop national policy economy plan and identify high impact sector creation is very important. Open incubator and necessary in fragile region, not only in capital city. 4, facilitate public-private partnership that invest in post-conflict enterprise development. And 5, recognize entrepreneur as a peace agent and include them in dialogue and decision-making process. It is very, very fundamental. Entrepreneurship should be captured in we are doing in the life. It is the only way. It's a panacea to peace in Africa. Section C. Let's look at entrepreneurship from an ecosystem. However, it is enough to support few business owners. We must create ecosystem where entrepreneurship can thrive sustainably. That means affordable internet and power. Power is a problem in this country. So effort should be meant to be affordable. Internet access should be affordable to 1 digit. It should equally be free in all our environment. Market access and digital platform. Fair competition and anti-corruption enforcement, which must not be selective. We find that the anti-corruption operate here is being selective. It should not be so. Peaceful, predictable regulatory environment. 7. A vision for African peace through enterprises. A vision for African peace through enterprises. Let all of us imagine. Let us imagine Africa, where truth in sub-Sahara be climate resident. Let us imagine where combatant in the horse of Africa become a entrepreneur. Let us equally imagine where women in great lead digital startup that employ hundreds. Let's equally imagine where urban innovation in Asaba, Nairobi, Johannesburg be the venture that solve local and global problems. This is not a distant dream. It is a choice, a strategy, and equally it will help Africa. In addition, let us know that every time we invest in young entrepreneurs, we disarm future conflicts. Every time we nurture a small business in a fragile state, we help build a stable state. And equally, every time we promote inclusive, responsible enterprises, we write a new chapter of prosperity, dignity, and peace. Final session, a call to action. Distinguished colleagues and stakeholders, peace development. We have examined the role of entrepreneurship not merely as a for economic process, but as a cornerstone of peace building across Africa. We have entrepreneurs actively, when inclusive, when supported and embedded in local context, can reduce the livelihood of conflict, addressing its root causes, poverty, exclusion, demonstration, and inequality. Peace and property are one. One cannot exist sustainably without the other. Therefore, the development of the entrepreneur must be intentional and in strategy. Conflict, prevention, conflict, reconstruction, and national development is no longer an option. It is an essential. It is essential. A call to action. For policymaker, make entrepreneur a national security priority. Look at it in that way. It should be a national security priority. It's not only one somebody care. By the time it's a national security, it will avoid most of the problem we have. Align educational entrepreneur competencies. That is what we are doing now. We are all the courses that are being read in university. There must be an entrepreneurship. So by the time you graduate, you have something to do. Create a regulatory environment friendly to startup and social enterprises. This is for the policymakers in power. There should be enabling policy that will make entrepreneurs to thrive. For private sector's leaders, invest in a fragile region, not just for the profit, but for the peace. We found out that most of the time why people invest in business because of the profit they are going to get. But from our finding, our empirical finding, we found out it's the wrong thing. You should invest for peace. Because when the peace thrives, you cannot make it in the environment. Support local supply development, inclusive hiring practice. Mentoring emerging enterprises, especially the youth women. Like what we are saying, when we form a cluster, we build ourselves. The bigger one should mentor the one that are coming up and that us. For international development partners, they need to prioritize entrepreneurship program in building and humanitarian funding. They need to also reduce bureaucracy hurdles that prevent small business from accessing and support. Equally, they need to ensure peace-building framework, including measuring income reliance goals. For security agents, which I found that they are here, your duty is to help us to recognize economic exclusion as a security threat. It's very, very important. Unemployment is a security threat. Lack of a neighboring environment is a security threat. 2, integrate vocational and enterprising development in the mobilization and integration effort. 3, work with community to secure economic access and infrastructure for entrepreneurs. Then for academic and educators, we must continue researching, teaching, and advocating for entrepreneurship, not only as a market force, but as a peace force. 2, we must generate African challenges rooted in our own entrepreneurial spirit and resilience. We find that most of the time when we're talking about entrepreneur, we tend to borrow the one done outside the country, Western world. But we need to indigenize our entrepreneur to fit our standard. If you look at the China, most of the things they are doing is what is indigenized in them. Then final reflection. Let us be clear. Peace cannot be imported. It must be built from the inside out by people who believe they have a future, and by community that believe they have something to protect. Entrepreneurship provides that future. It gives people something to build, to grow, and to defend. Also, let us build an economy that heals wounds. Let us rise entrepreneurs who become a peacemaker. It's very, very fundamental. Let us image an Africa where innovation is our share, inclusion is our weapon, and enterprise is our road to enduring peace. Thank you for attention, your service in peace, and your commitment to Africa. But may I go forward, not just as a professional or expert, but as an architect of a continent where peace and prosperity work hands in hand. Together, we can turn vision into action, and action into transformation. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. Please, can we put our hands together for our guest lecturer? He's actually a man who has worked with a time frame. I didn't know that he was going to round up so shortly, but I think he's worked within the tandem of this event. I told you this event has a lifespan, and we're going next into 2 more events, and we're wrapping it up for the day. We'll take our panelist session almost immediately. After that, we'll take a pep talk for another 2 minutes. I will go straight to the awards proper. I will say our grace at that point. So
what you see in Eritrea, Ethiopia, Zambia, Mali, Uganda, Rwanda, and so on and so forth, both in dress code and approach to crime. Nigerian police seem to be the best in Africa. Quote me on that. When you come to theater operations, where you have our Nigerian army working tooth and nail, climbing all the mountains, the seas, and combing every bush of Nigeria to ensure that me in particular, I sleep with at least 1.5 eye closed. When you compare it to the security forces in Burkina Faso, in Somalia, in Zambia, in Libya, you will find out that forces in the theater art, they still have human face. I happen to be taking round the northeast by Brigadier General Nwachukwu in a chopper, and up there and down there, I doff my cap for the Nigerian Armed Forces. They are doing their best. If you think it's easy, go and carry 1 piece of cardiac shock for 20 minutes. If you don't develop muscle pull, come back and report that to me. And they work 24 hours. And when there are bridges somewhere and somehow, they intend to say they are not there. They can't be everywhere. They do omnipresence. They are not God. But the little they are doing wonderfully well. And of course, our road safety, congratulations on your own part. The immigration officers, congratulations on your own part too. But more needs to be done. The civil defense, congratulations on little effort in guiding our VIP, but work needs to be done. And the work that needs to be done is, if you don't have our youth engaged, crime will never, I will never go away. There's nowhere in the world where you say we have zero tolerance. After all, in Los Angeles, it is somebody who just started the riots that is now leading to suppression of the governor of Los Angeles. So, likewise, you have in other several countries where they also have their security bridges and their security challenge. So Nigeria is peculiar. So when something happens and they begin to be beyond proportion, you find out that those are officers who keep awake, working 24 hours. They also have blood in veins. They also have families to protect. They also have brothers and sisters. They also have dependents to handle, and those also they depend on him. So if you see them sometimes lying laughless, begin to think about their family they are leaving behind. That innocent child that look forward to calling the father a daddy to be found. So sometimes them. Yes, of course, there could be 1 or 2 bad eggs trying to do 1 or 2 hours run, but at the same time, somehow you don't blame them. I was in Dubai, and they have one of the best security network using expensive vehicle, and you ask them, they say it's for purposes, and of course they back that with efficiency. Here we are in Nigeria, where sometimes our guys on the top and our guys on the low sometimes seem to have delayed from their work and they enter the fast lane. However, there are still committed personality. Security is my concern, your concern, their concern. And entrepreneurship is my concern, your concern, and their concern. So that's why I'm going to take it from here. The security challenges, we are placing them side by side with security challenge in Nigeria and how best we can handle them. When the national mentioned, yes, I went around Delta States during COVID-19, and I saw people like Ben, now CSP Dimka, and of course the CP then fees, working to nail, and every inch of report we brought to our fees, use them to do one or two things. And of course you keep calling how far, and every DPO's divisional office we visited, we get back to him and say, Oga, this one will like him, this one will like him, the structure here is bad, the structure here is good, there's no fuel in that car, this one there's no battery, this one there's no tire. And I believe he was able to after the other. During the NSAS too, you see in data set in particular in action. Otherwise the crisis will have gone something else. So if there are issues of casualty which was over recorded in Delta State, then that could be a report in an error. My PPRO, sir, for some time now I've followed you both on the social media and physical interaction. Tell us in all honesty, what best could be done from the entrepreneurial angle to at least put our unemployed youth into doing something reasonable? If we do that, I think to reduce crime, because I've seen high profile personalities who are also into picking pockets and kidnapping. And let us of course move to Dr. Tony Moanye, PhD, GLX, a security expert with over 20 years experience in security mitigation. Yeah, Dr. Tony, you've been in this game of security mitigation for 20 years. Just in a jiffy, what has been your experience, and beyond entrepreneurship do you think we can to reduce crime in Nigeria?
From my own little ways, I'll give you an example from my community. There was a time I'm not around. Anytime I call home, they will tell me this person did this, he's in the police station, they have arrested him, he's in correctional center. So there was a time I wanted to build. If I bring in any material, before the next day, you see half of them. So when I came down to the town, I noticed that some of my cousins, youths in my family, they are idle. They are not doing anything. So I begin to answer, why are they not doing anything? Some of them said they went to school, no job. That's employment. So I said, okay, so what do you want to do? They said they don't have money. So based on mitigation security, there's what we call layers of security. And in this area, the way I decide to employ is by asking them the best way they want to engage themselves. Don't say they want to drive. They don't have, they are drivers, they don't have bus. Don't say they are truck drivers, they don't have truck to drive. I said, okay, I came to town here because it's my state. There are different agencies that support those kind of things. So with my encouragement, and I guaranteed it, some of them got money to get mini buses to go on with they started their business. Some plumbers, some even what's it called, vulcanizers, and they are engaged. So I noticed whether they started, when I come home, there is no even nobody to help you offload something on the those preferring that we see in the family has virtually reduced. So I now start engaging with my friends. You are only because all of us here, the government is the highest employer, especially in this kind of and they're little like we that are not in government, but the little way you can assist. They start from your own environment. By the time you stop people, even if it's 5 people from your community, those 5 people will not engage in insecurity activity tomorrow. So we will continue to do it until maybe we have opportunity in the bigger stage. Then we can now implement what is already in mind, because in everyone you do, it grows. So I think if we continue to do all this in entrepreneurship, is the bedrock of man. No matter anything you talk about it. If somebody is making money, he's busy. He cannot think of when you come to say event, you say, I get work, declare waiting for me. So I will encourage everybody here, let's support any we can to help our brothers and cousins close that. These are the close people we have first. Don't give them money, but encourage them to get into entrepreneurship. Once they start making money, security should be vastly reduced, especially in that community, then at local government and state at large. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Because of want of time, we would like the microphone to go to Comrade Mike Arize. Comrade Mike Arize is a veteran activist and expert on community dialogue, former state chairman, Congress of Nigeria. A quick point to you, sir. As an expert on community dialogue, we find a situation where people like us, we have run away from the village to go and find greener pasture in the city. Some people like us are still back in the village, virtually nothing. So what they do now is to cooperate and connive, quote unquote, with estate developers to sell community land on credits. And this community land based on credit is when the developer sell, he will now give community percentage. So when the entire land is sold, they will now generate one small boy to go and file an injunction in courts. And the owner, the developer will now tell you that the matter is in court. You have to be patient, or matter is all over. While we are talking that one, a lot of us in the village will also go and grab under community land and sell it to under developer, which of course a crime in its own ways. And to them, it's a business where they make the mega money to buy motorcycle, to buy keke, buy shuttle bus. The bigger ones will buy Lexus. What could be done to begin to alleviate some of us who are lazy in the village, that are refused to go to farm or refused to go doing our job in the village? So tell us how best you think we can solve this menace by way of community dialogue, because it's a security breach too.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. The scenario you said is very, very disturbing. All of us are aware of it. We commend our facilitator, our resource person. Within a very short period, he has done wonderfully well. And to me, that presentation is a material for national and subnational discourse. So back to your question, you see, the real reason is this. We are in a society where people get away with almost everything. We get away with everything. And that is why law enforcement agents are overburdened. Don't belong to the school of thought that we all want to put down our security people at every fora. You understand? These are one of the most efficient forces in Africa. Be it police, be it DSS, be it the army. I recall that when we graduated so many years ago, 3 first class found their way in the army, in the police. And I know very much for it that they have a cream of the most intelligent people in the society. So the trouble here is that they are being overburdened. But back to your question, like I said before, we almost everything, and we operate a kind of society that certain laws are for certain persons. Some people are immune to our laws, so they can do certain things and get away with it. So the answer to it is this: we must begin to change our mindset, our orientation at every level, national, subnational, and the community. How can you, in your mind, take country land, sell it for what purpose? A commonwealth, our own commonwealth. Now somebody will now go ahead with all impunity and all bravado set off and he believes that he can get protection. With that money, he can get protection. All he has to do is one or two calls to Abuja, and the man is exempted from any penalty. Okay, so I think our national orientation must change. We must introduce value system in every sphere of our life. The value system must be there. Then whoever commits a crime, no matter how small, no matter how serious, that person must be answerable to it. And in our community level, not being engaged is not a reason. It's not an excuse. You left, let me take your name, you left your village to here because you have a purpose. So everybody must have a purpose for whatever they are doing. Now, when you want to lazy about in the community, because those who challenge you have left the community, and you think you have all the access to do whatever you want. So my take is this: there must be a reorientation of our mindset. Then people must be answerable, accountable to anything they do. Then we must also know that whatever position we find ourselves, whether President General of Community, whether Secretary of Community, you are answerable to the people. And if we know we are answerable to the people, then we must have limitation. We must have a way of not assuming everything, of not going beyond our level, going beyond our bounds. With that, I think our community and our state will be free for it. Thank you very much.
A quick one. Very recently, the chairman of EFC made a comment that civil servants, to which you were once the chairman,
yes,
commit more crime than the politicians. Is that part of the civil servants' internal efficiency?
Bros, you have put me in a tight corner, but I find a way of answering it. You see, when the political master is breathing down your neck, my brother, it's difficult for you not to carry out the bidding. Now, if a political master is stealing 20 billion and give you 500,000, now who is the culprit, the better culprit? It is the political master. So I don't think there's any civil, because we are guided by law. Okay, we are guided by rules and regulations. A civil servant can't initiate a project. It's possible. So the project is initiated by somewhere, and the civil servant is only obeying laws, because the orientation is that obey the last order. And if you don't do that, my brother, the penalty, the consequences will be too much.
Thank you very much, sir. Let me not bother you again. Of course, let me have the microphone with Engineer Victor Jonah. He's an entrepreneur, industrialist, security expert, managing director, CEO of Jovex Limited, Abo. You are industrialist, an entrepreneur. This issue of employing people like us to work for you, and every little opportunity given, we will cut your money away, and then the consequences of the Nigerian police and of the law, and you start afresh. How has it affected your company, and what has been your personal experience with desperate people in your company, and how best do you think such things can be coped to give a better society, particularly in the industrial and entrepreneurial sector?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the speaker. He has done so well on the topic. And coming to your question, you said the issue of maybe employee going off with employers' money or whatever. Well, it's very, very easy to employ. And another thing is checkmating those that you employ. You don't just recruit because you need a staff. Most of the persons you see in the street, they are not actually what they portray. The fact that somebody is coming up to your organization, maybe carrying a 2-1 or first class, does not make that person to be so good in character. Now, as an employer of labor, what you do is you must design a strategic way of checkmating this issue, in the sense that before you hire somebody, the person you want to hire, you must look down. There is something we call a guarantor, someone standing in position for body. So you look at the person that you want to hire, and the strategy that I use personally at the Jovis, we have a probation period for every staff. If we employ you, we will put you on the watch list, whereby we look at your performance, how good you are, how we will test your integrity and whatever. Then when you are not doing it well, we can drop you along the line, because we cannot afford to carry you on with the business. To me, if you actually want to employ, you have to look down, deep down, to check whether the person that you are employing is okay or not. Thank you.
Have you had personal experience? And if you do, how were you able to manage it?
Okay, in fact, I will not say I have lots of experience before I was able to come up with a strategy of checkmate. I can remember, like way back 10 years ago, where one of my staff cut away with some money and left. So I involved Nigerian police, and we start looking for her. At the end of the day, we did not see her even up to date. Now, since then, that was some more with this somebody signing for you. Before I hire you, then you present somebody that I can go back to if there is any issue. So I've experienced it, and it was not a experience. Thank you.
Doctor, let me come back to the last question. As I reserve that question for you, what is the collaboration of yourself and your membership of these various organizations of Nigerian Institute of Industrial Security, American Society of Industrial Security, and International Federation of Protection of Officers and Nigerian Environments? What is the collaboration of this with the Nigerian police in terms of mitigation of crime?
Okay, the collaboration is just like what the media do. What the media do is to disseminate information, inform people what is going on, inform them how to protect themselves. So those associations I belong to, we collaborate together. They inform me, I inform people that give my niche. Like every morning if I wake up, there must be information from these associations, especially insecurity in so place, insecurity in so place. That's how I disseminate. So if you are going to this place, be careful. Make sure you don't to this side. Look at dots. This is what is going to happen. So that's what we do to collaborate. So it's like a silent media too, so that people will stay safe and don't become a victim unnecessarily. Thank you.
Mr. MC, sir. MC, this is where I'm going to drop my takalami. This is where I'm going to drop my takalami to allow these gentlemen to have water while I bring the doc to make his final comments.
I observed something, and I think there's a need for us to correct it. You know, when we hear this word scale, you know, when they say scale, there's a way we look at it. Scale is ability for somebody to do something well. Maybe because of his training or practice or learn. And in scale, we have two types of scale, hard and soft scale. So it appears we are discussing hard scale. But soft scale is where the money lies. Soft scale is where the money lies, not hard scale. Like the police have a lot of soft scale that can grow entrepreneur. People don't know it. Writing statement is a skill in police. If you are taught how to do it, you can open a shop. Your work is to write statement. Conflict resolution is a skill in police. If you are taught that you open a shop, people will come and cancel them. Police has so many skills, but they are all soft skills. That is where we have to go, not hard skill. You must not. Mental skill is where we have to go. So what I'm trying to say, I found that our discussion is on what we are seeing, practical something, but we should do more on soft skill. That is where the money is, and that is where people used to make money outside. And that's what we take all this our youth from crime. People don't know. Writing, he is a police officer. There are some people. Once they write statement for you, that's straight to a fly. You can learn that skill. So what am I trying to say? Let's dwell more on soft skill than hard skill. Thank you very much.
Okay, on this note, let me allow my panelists to rise and go back to their seats and have a bottle of chilled water. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. When Thompson is wearing cap, we want him to take a bow.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That was a beautiful presentation there. Thank you so much, Dr. Chidi Peters. SP Bright Edafe, I will become very close to you now. Yeah. I think I like to learn that skill of writing statement. Now give me a soft landing.
Did you understand that talking is also a skill?
But I like that skill.
There is something that
I like that skill of writing statements.
Our speaker missed. Do you know looking for trouble is also a skill? And for Comrade Bride to come out and say, "These people you are seeing behind me, look at their crime," that is another skill. Please, a round of applause to the security personnel around us. God bless you.
All right, quickly, we'll just go straight into our awards now. We'll go straight into our awards. I'd like to recognize in our midst Chief Ukadike Ben, CEO Benwood and Associates. Please, can we put our hands together for our CEO Ukadike Ben? Thank you so much, sir, for coming. So we're going straight to the awards, and our first awardee for today, our friends from Bayelsa. You are the first on the list. You are the first on the list. No citations because of time. Can I have? All right, Honorable Chief Berry. Garissa, founder, leader, Wind of Progress Forum, Yanagua, Bayelsa. Please, can you come this way, sir? Can we put our hands together for him as we invite the chairman, UJ, Comrade Churchill, your way to do the presentation.
Please, a round of applause for the chairman, Comrade Churchill, your way, to do all the honor of doing the presentation of this Peace and Security Ambassador Award to our brothers all the way from Bayelsa State. Is that enough?
On behalf of INT'L Security, I present to you this award, Peace and Security Ambassador Award, presented to Honorable Chief Berry Ingerese, founder and leader, Wind of Progress Forum, Yenagoa, by State, in recognition of your immense contribution to genuine peace building process in Africa. Congratulations.
Congratulations, congratulations. Wow. Congratulations. Let's then take pictures. And he didn't come alone, he came with an entourage. Can they join them in the presentation proper too? Yes.
Wonderful. Next award of recognition.
Yes, just hold on a bit. Just hold on a bit.
You should stand by. CP Special Assignment Team.
Yes. We need to decorate the crew from Bayelsa. Nelly, looking at them, you will understand that myself being the closer, I need an oil well. That area, comrade. Sorry, that picture is incomplete. Sorry, so go to the other side. Comrade at the center. That's our state chairman. I don't think with him.
Ask them if they have anything to say.
We are going to take. No, he's coming. He's coming. Yes, watch it. Please. If you remove the bar or the boxers, remove the boxers. Remove the boxers. We are used to. Want to say something or much later?
No, let's say something.
Very briefly.
I'm Japan Udoji by name, representing the Honorable Chief Berry Negrese. In fact, on behalf of the awardee, we have to express our gratitude to Eye on Security, because this is a testament that the works of the awardee are known all over, and it's a way of spurring him to do much more than he is already doing. And we promise that in collaboration with other security agencies and well-meaning Nigerians, will do as much as possible to ensure that there is so much peace in Nigeria and Africa. Our own dimension is not from the conventional security side of peace building, it's from the side of providing entrepreneurial skills to people. That's the dimension from which the awardee plays his role to ensure or to enthrone peace in our society. Thank you, and God bless you for this honor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, awardee assignment team.
Thank you very much.
Super Julius.
Super Julius, we need you to step forward right about now for the next award. If you are not clapping, we might lock the gate and show you our handcuff.
And to do that presentation, I'd like to call on Noyem Moa to please step forward and do that presentation too. I want to touch my yes, ma'am. Moa, Queen Moa, please can you come and do the presentation for us? That the founder of the Noyem Foundation, an elegant woman, philanthropist for excellence, a woman of the Midas touch. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much, man. No, the award is here. Just before the presentation to Super Julius, incidentally, I've got Happy Bright Edafe to tell us, even if it is in 60 seconds, about who this personality and personnel is. 60 seconds.
Okay, please. I felt this is very important for me to say. It's not just about presenting the award, but at times we need to know the persons who are presenting awards to. For those who have been watching and listening to my press, reading my press statement, you must have been hearing of Special Assignment Team, ASP Julius Robinson. I said I will take this opportunity to announce not celebrating this young man
enough. Please, a round of applause for him.
You can do better than that. A man with a lion heart.
For those who remember the great Abakari, when he was going after kidnappers and the rest, he was celebrated nationally. That is what you are seeing here. ASP Julius Robinson and his team, from January this year till the month of June that we are, has recovered about 16 AK-47 rifles.
Beautiful.
The kidnappers that kidnapped a doctor at Obunuku and collected a ransom of 15 million naira were neutralized by ASP Julius Robinson and his team.
Thank you.
The kidnappers that kidnapped that rector at Ibuzo and murdered her close to Admiralty University, they were neutralized by ASP Julius Robinson and his team.
A neutralizer.
So it is very, very important for me to state the fact that after today, please, our press people that are here, after today, make it a duty for the world and the country to celebrate this young man more. Thank you.
Thank you, officer, gallant officer. Gallant officer, looking really unassuming.
Thank you very much. And just add to that, Mommy, you need the mic.
So is he here on behalf or it goes to him? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Congratulations.
Sebastian, you'll be on your own.
Yes, I have. I've spoken. So congratulations. More grace to your health and God go before you in all you do.
Congratulations, CSP Julius.
Mommy, please hold on. You have another award to present, but please join in the photograph. Please join in the photograph. CSP Julius, please hold on. SP Bright Dafe, you are supposed to be in this photograph as well. Please, after taking your shot, please kindly do us the honor to join them. Please join the photograph, please.
Our next awardee, I guess, Dr. Patrick Ugbaku.
It's on standby.
Standby.
Thank you very much. Mommy, please be on standby. Next awardee.
Dr. Patrick. Dr. Patrick. Yes, Dr. Patrick is here.
Yes, he's in person. He's here in person.
Okay, Deza, can you give it to?
This award is presented to Dr. Patrick Udo Ako. Okay, Ubo Ako. Congratulations. Oh. Is that working? Okay,
It's working.
To you, sir.
All right, our next awardee, award winning.
A handshake and wonderful smile. Mommy, look at the camera. Please, yes, that's the way it is. I'll be in your background so that when I want to take loan, I will remember both of them faces. I'll say they are my guarantor.
Our next awardee.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
Award winning SP Bright Edafe.
SP Bright.
Police Public Relations Officer. And to do the presentation, I'd like to invite quickly Chairman Ratau with DBS.
The Chairman Ratau DBS, Comrade Ogeneta Shere Soje, to please step forward to present to our one and only workaholic, social media workaholic on the field, SP Bright Edafe.
All right, on behalf of INT'L Security, this award of recognition is presented to SP Bright Dafe. I must confess to you, this is one police officer that I admire so much. I am one of his fans. When I see him on Facebook, man, I say this guy is too fine. He's too fine. I want to present to you on behalf of INT'L Security. God bless you.
Thank you. Snap picture. My brother say if you no for opportunity. Yes, God bless you. Next awardee.
Our next awardee, Dr. Chidi Peters.
Incidentally, Dr. Chidi Peters It's a man that has been in this movement right from you. Please don't bounce along, just relax.
And to present the award, I'd like to invite quickly Engineer Victor.
Engineer, please step forward. Please let me remind you that when you talk about the 4 Musketeers on radio, it consists of Master Nikosa, Comrade Augustino Milo, Dr. Chidi Peters, and Comrade Monday Ike right here. We are the 4 Musketeers that is on radio. Please a round of applause to them. Now to my new boss.
On behalf of the Eye on Security, I present this award of recognition presented to Dr. Chidi Peters, publisher, Time Africa Magazine, Abuja FCT, for being a representative at the 2nd Annual Peace and Security Summit by Eye on Security. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dr. Peters. Our next awardee, Comrade Mike Arinze. Comrade Mike.
Congratulations, congratulations. My brothers, great people, great personality. No, you're going to talk. Just a second. I know you like talking. You're going to talk. Let's take Senior Comrade
Comrade Mike Arinze is our next awardee.
Yes, we'll call you. We'll call you.
We invite Dr. Tony Moye.
Dr. Tony Moye, I need you to please come step forward and do us the honor of this presentation. Dr. Tony Moye is standing by for the presentation, and the presentation is to Senior Comrade Mike Arinze. He's been a comrade even when my grandmother was still a virgin.
Attention, Ike Joma, please. We need your attention. Ike Joma, we need your attention.
Mike Arinze. Comrade Mike Arinze, is he coming?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Ike Joma, we need your attention, please.
On behalf of Eye on Security, I present to you this award for former state chair and trade Congress of Nigeria, Asaba Delta State, for being a representative of the 2nd Annual Peace and Security Summit organized by Eye on Security. Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations to you.
Please, let's make the picture very formal. Without a handshake will suffice, please. A handshake. Yes, wonderful. We just to let you know that, Senior Comrade, we respectfully appreciate you, honestly. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You've paid your dues. You've paid your dues. Yes, you're going to say something, just a little. Just hold on. You're going to say something. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful. That is one of our mentors in journalism. A man that has paid his dues. Those who knew the stories of Tegiwa in person, not on Facebook. All right? I hope you understand that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mike Arinze. Our next awardee, Engineer Victor Jonah Ogbeide.
And now this is my boss coming through, just to add to that.
Managing Director, CEO, D. Wicks.
Yes, and incidentally is also the man at the helm of affairs of Margaret Ogbeide Memorial Foundation. Margaret Ogbeide Memorial Foundation, one great body that is giving life and hope more to the lifeless and the hopeless, beyond Ika Nation, beyond Anyama Nation, and of course across Nigeria and Africa. Please, a round of applause.
Thank you so much. That is giving back to the society.
Giving back to the society.
And shortly he'll be coming on this contest come July 14th. Competition for senior secondary school in Ika.
Having said that, may I humbly invite my colleague and partner in progress, Comrade Dr. Chidi Peters to do us the honor of presenting this award. Comrade Dr. Chidi Peters, please a round of applause for him as he steps forward.
On behalf of ION Security, award of recognition presented to Engineer Victor Jonah Obeide, Managing Director and CEO of the Jovic Limited. I present this award to you as a resource person at the second annual Peace and Security Summit organized by ION Security. Congratulations, and we look forward to having third award, third edition.
I know that Chidi Peters have not shaken anybody today. Let's make this a landmark. Smile. Chidi, smile. You don't know how to smile.
Congratulations. Our next awardee, Dr. Moye, security consultant, expert, and member of the Nigerian Institute of Industrial Security. And to do that presentation, I'd like to call on my friend and brother, Comrade Patrick Oche,
Comrade Che,
Senior Media Aide to the Majority Leader, Delta State House of Assembly, former Secretary, Nigerian Union of Journalists, to do the presentation. Publisher and author, Comrade Patrick Oche.
To be presented by my brother.
We don't have majority leader again. What we have now is the leader. Everybody now is APC. Let me change it.
Hold up.
Thank you very much. This award is in recognition of Dr. Tony Moye, security consultant, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, for being a resource person of the second annual Peace and Security Summit organized by ION Security. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Baba.
Congratulations to you, awardee. Next on the list, it's one of our very finest, a woman of substance, a woman with a class of gold, a woman with a make of kindness, a philanthropist by excellence, very seamless, astonishing, beauty, a paragon. Mention it.
She's there.
One of our own. Award winning back to back. Please can we make welcome Queen Moa.
Please a round of applause.
CEO Chinedu Masanobi Foundation and founder of River to Privilege. She will even before you even know. She's not all about.
You can see the steps as she dances forward. Now, relax, relax. Oh, you have not been following the program. Mommy, please stay this way. You know you are.
Mike Arinze. Chief
from royalty to royalty.
Okay, sorry.
Chief Equinoya, please kindly step forward to do us the honor of this presentation. Chief, please rise. Yes, gallantly. No, the camera is on, don't worry. Yes, all is going on seamlessly.
Chidi Peters, where are you?
Chidi, where is Chidi? Leave that girl's phone number.
Please go fetch Chidi. Chidi Peters.
Please hold on a bit. Please hold on a bit. Chekube, Bam Peters. Mommy is here already.
Where your camera?
All right. You are her official photographer. As me, I'm official of Joseph Soje and my solar boss. You won't understand.
I hereby present this award to Queen Chinedu Mowe on behalf of Ion Security. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations to
yes,
a woman of...
We did you decorate her with that wonderful
security ambassador.
She's a security, peace and security ambassador.
Yes, this is fake news.
Yeah, you're going to say something, not yet, because I know you want to give us about 25 million, so I understand. Just
okay.
Mommy need to take pictures first. Yes, mommy lift it with both hands. Yes, mommy, yeah, wonderful. Yes, wonderful.
Thank you, congratulations. Wow. Our next awardee is not a person than Chief Emeka Equeria.
You see, what goes around comes around.
And to do the presentation, we would like to invite Queen Mowa.
You see, please, what goes around comes around.
Put on your banner, please.
Please, if you are still depending on NEPA in your house, I have a message for you before the end of today. The Queen is here, the Chief is here. We're in royal regalia. Please step forward, young lady. Over.
Okay, this is back to back. Okay, on behalf of the Eyes on the Security, I present this award to Chief Chukwemeka Ekpenunya.
You can see that she's international. Unlike those of us that
thank you.
It's Bollywood.com. Mommy, please turn it around. Turn it around. Yeah. These are people that God has shown the light even before silver spoon was created. Okay. You understand?
Obi-Wanze Obi-Wanze
Odua.
He has been very patient, one of our early birds, and
welcome, sir.
I didn't quite recognize early enough by nomenclature, but I'd like to thank you so much for your patience, sir.
Thank you, sir.
At this point, I would invite quickly Soje, come around. We use what we have. Chairman, Radio, Television, and Theatre Arts Workers.
I like the word. Use what we have.
Our best.
The other side is to use what you have to get what we want. Now make ShopRite full for night. Anywhere your mind go, now you know.
Not Soje, he's a man of God.
Congratulations, sir. On behalf of Ion Security, this award is given to you, sir. Obi-Wanze Odua, the Odogwu Asaba, Delta State, of your immense contributions to genuine peace building process in Africa. Congratulations, sir.
Okay. Our next awardee. I'd like to invite quickly Pastor Dr. Kingsley Oche. Pastor Kingsley Oche. This is representing the President of Ziwa Onioma. He is the Secretary General of
Iswanioma. Is my leader, in case you missed it. To do us the honor of this presentation, may I humbly call Doctor come out. He's always capable. He's anticipating it. Please bring it close. He's my leader. Academically, he's my leader. Culturally, he's my leader. Am I not blessed?
My Oga, my leader, culturally, on behalf of INT'L Security, I present Peace and Security Ambassadors Award to you, Pastor Dr. Kingsley Oje, National President Izua Neoma Asaba, Delta State, in recognition of your immense contribution to genuine peace building process in Africa. Congratulations, Dr. Sun.
Thank you, congratulations.
Please, doctor, hold on, don't go yet. Please, the pictures first, very important. The pictures and a handshake with it. Yeah, that's more like it. He definitely says something. We are keeping the best for the last. Doctor, please don't go away. The next award, you are also presenting it. Please, doctor. It's obvious. It's why the man who they breed non-intellectuals.
Izua Neoma, do you have anything to tell us? Prince Jebwe Fude. That is the chairman of
Secretary General of Izua Neoma, please be on standby. You can say something after this award before we get to
DC Hunters, Nigeria Hunters.
Yes.
These are the people also making sure.
God bless you.
That we are safe.
On behalf of INT'L Security, I present to you Peace and Security Ambassadors Award presented to Prince Ebube Jemefuna. Okay, sorry. DC Admin, Nigerian Hunter and Forest Security Service, Asaba Delta State, in recognition of your immense contribution to genuine peace building process in Africa. Congratulations, Prince.
Our next award.
Just a bit.
Dr. Hezekiah Duru. Ambassador Dr. Hezekiah Duru. His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Hezekiah Duru. Is he here? Is he here?
All right, while that is going on, we want to invite the Secretary General of Izua Neoma to make his 30 seconds speech, acceptance speech. Izua Neoma Secretary General, please step forward, sir.
Very briefly, sir. Yes, thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to, like you said, briefly tell you about Izua Neoma. Izua Neoma is the apex socio-cultural, economic and non-partisan political association for all Igbo-speaking part of Delta State. We are all members. I want to encourage first that we have stakeholders. The people that award to me is also a member. Thank God our brother has been a very wonderful man. You are all welcome. We are so delighted to be so honored. We pray that next year is going to be a much better one in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you very much.
Thank you. His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Duru Hezekiah, Head of Diplomatic Mission, International Human Rights Commission, Abuja. We have his representative here.
Right here, live and direct.
And I will call on, I'd like to call on High Comrade Michael to
do us the honor
one more time
the presentation
to present this award To His Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Hezekiah, Head of Diplomatic Mission, International Human Rights Mission, Abuja.
Congratulations.
On behalf of INT'L Security, we wish to bestow you with this honor for everything you're doing. INT'L Security quite appreciate you, and we hope that this honor will go a long way in lifting you and continue your contribution to humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's our day for tonight. Chief Comrade Victor.
Please, Senior Comrade, don't yet. Also doing the next presentation.
Victor, as you do.
Sir.
It's our next award.
Let's go through. Okay, hold on. 30 seconds.
My name is Honorable Kelly, Honorable Chika Kelly Edozie. I stand to represent His Excellency, Ambassador Duru Hezekiah. He is the head of Diplomatic Mission, International Human Rights Commission, Nigeria. On behalf of His Excellency, I say a big thank you to the organizers, and we hope to see more of these so as to encourage people who have selflessly taken time in exhibiting security watch in our society. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very, very much. I was thinking you were saying you were about to tell us to send our account numbers, but
on this note, His Excellency wished to support this program because we want to be seen more, like I said, to encourage people to do more. On this note, we wish to support with a token of 200,000.
now 200,000 they call. Una no clap. That is my 6 months salary. Please, a round of applause, please. That's not a joke. 200,000. Thank you very much. We appreciate. Chief Comrade Victor Ifeanyi Asiodu, ably represented by the one and only internal. If I say the other things, I don't want anybody to say they are looking for you later. Senior Comrade.
On behalf of INT'L Security, we want to honorable award for recognizing and doing. Congratulations.
And the decoration goes in tandem. Yes. She wants to say something. She already smiled. The kind of smile you get when your ATM did not disappoint you at the POS you need.
Good afternoon, all. So I'm representing Mr. Ifeanyi Victor Asiodu, and he is very thankful to the community and the press for recognizing his services to this community. Thank you so much.
No, you need to say it so that it won't be as if I'm putting words in your mouth.
So Mr. Victor Asiodu will be donating to the community. We'll take his account number and then we'll donate to the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to welcome Comrade Magnificent Onometano. Thank you. I felt what you did. Mr. Ben Ukadike, I rather want to call you Chief Ben Ukadike. I rather prefer to call you Chief Ben Ukadike. Incidentally, he's the Managing Director and CEO, Benwood and Associates Nigeria Limited as
Benwood himself.
Yes, please a round of applause.
You can do better than that. Can we celebrate Benwood?
To do us the honor of this presentation, may I humbly and most respectfully welcome the Secretary General of INT'L Neoma to come and present this award. A golden fish have no hiding place. Both the awardee and the presenter of the award are great icons in the Nigerian story.
Our chief. Did they put Mr. here? Did you prefer Mr.? I would have called you chief. Double chief. Our eye on security. I use the word our. It's very important. Our eye on security. Selected team of professional newsmen. I'm also one of you. Yes. Peace and Security Ambassador Award. Beautifully presented to Mr. Ben Okadike, the Managing Director, CEO, Benwood and Associates Nigeria Limited, Asaba, Delta State. In recognition of your immense contribution to genuine peace building process in Africa. Sir, congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. The award presentation, and then, yes, you can hold on to that. Then earlier, beautifully going around. A chief is a chief. Wonderful. Beautiful. Wow. Thank you very much. You need the microphone? I'll give you? Okay, not yet. Oh, you say you will do the needful. I trust you, sir. I can also get 100 by 100, sir. So, Jay, what are you thinking of? Okay, next. Okay. Hold on.
Thank you so much. Our next awardee, Chief Sir Azikiwe Jacob Wabua. And to receive the award, Chief Sir Azikiwe Jacob Wabua. And to receive the award on his behalf, it's saying more who will be receiving the award on his behalf. And I'd like to call on our Secretary of INT'L Neoma to do the presentation to Chief Wabuawa. And he's represented here by Queen Moa. He is the MD of Lion Farms.
Yes, so.
Welcome, man. Eye on Security Network, Peace and Security Ambassador Award is ever presented to Chief Sir Azikiwe Jacob Abowa, the Managing Director and CEO of Galanya Farms Limited. Sir, Delta State. Please receive this great honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Galanya Farm is located alongside of Igbuzo, as if you're going to Ogwashuku, Bosch River. They are into fisheries, piggeries, and things, tomatoes, and all of it. So, of Galanya Farms, I say thank you to everyone. Thank you all.
We should bring account number too. Okay, later, ma. Okay, I understand. All right. Yes, the kitchen department, we have about 5 for you to make sure everybody here is well fed so that we can be fed up. Just about 3-4 minutes, but about something cultural from Delta, Anioma or anywhere, something cultural. We need the kitchen department to get us fed so that we can be fed up is very important. It's good looking out to Lip TV, led by my brother Oyenjenje Global, essentially Gospel, my brother, and also the entire members of the crew. While the lunch is to be served now, we want to appreciate everyone here. Those who are close by on their way here for this presentation, please just hold on. In 5 minutes, we'll sort it out and you get your award so that we move forward. DJ. All right, thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Just before we cut the birthday cake is next. That is happy birthday to the convener and the national coordinator, Ion Security, Comrade Mike Aikojoma, my brother. DJ, something on birthday, get ready. The ladies in charge of the deco, after the presentation of this particular award, please get ready so that we can move into the birthday proper. May I humbly invite Chief Honorable Samuel Osumili Osasa, Esquire, the Executive Secretary, Delta State Security Trust Fund, Asaba, Delta State, ably represented by the Chairman, DBS Ratau, to receive it on his honor. I'm directed that Comrade Magnificent Onometano should do us the honor of the presentation. All right? Yes. And so it be. Let's go.
Thank you very much, GJ Desert Storm. What a singular honor in my capacity as the senator without a senatorial district. I hereby present this award of peace and security to Chief Honorable Samuel Osasa Esquire, Executive Secretary, Delta State Security Trust Fund, in recognition of his immense contributions to genuine peace building process in Africa. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And by the powers vested in me, I hereby decorate you in that capacity as a peace security ambassador. To God be the glory. Congratulations one more time.
All right, please, let's go straight to the cutting of the cake now. Cutting of the cake now. It's very important. Cutting of the cake. Please, lost best found. It looks like house key, but it looks like car key. We also have marriage certificates here, lost best found. If the marriage don't tire you, not be here, you go throw away the certificate. Please, lost bet found. If not your own, come collect them. Who are those bringing the cake to the center? Let's cut this cake. I don't still go party where they no gree cut cake. We shop the cake like that. Before the owner come, cake don't go. Where is the celebrant? They refuse to bring your cake to the center. One thing we are not understand are the ushers. I don't understand that. So bring cake, we're going to find them. Should we write application? Play. Monday, last year you were 62. I heard that this year you are 65. You dey jump years. Me, I don't know how to calculate. You dey jump years. You dey fear Civil Service Commission. Just for ushers to bring cake to the center now. We might need to invite IPOB. Akbo. DJ, something. Play anything on your mind. It's birthday. Kill that thing, I beg. All right. Happy birthday to the celebrant. DJ Danny, the managing director of Pose Entertainment. Me, I just be errand boy.
People talk, but nobody can feel my position. But as I be David for this one, come and go like to the big remote. So I don't go home, I don't reach your cuckoo. I stand on my 10 toes, they know this thing my yellow. You can't catch me sleeping on God. I me go yo-yo, when I get many people come up here. One day, Shamo Oluwa lo she. When they be packing for battle, but to love my tell I tell. Don't get time to sleep. Pressure for you.
I want to call the cake now, Monday.
Minister of Enjoyment, it's a continental. Go live
DJ, please bring it down. Okay. All right, DJ does that song. Can you control?
Oh yeah, DJ, play that song first. Wait, play him. Play him.
Ooh, yeah. Very many happy reasons.
I'll give you back.
So I give you my token gift. All this money, all this cheap that I know you will appreciate. Ooh, yeah. I wish you happy birthday.
All right, thank you. Soje, please come. Soje, please come. Assistant native doctor, sorry. Bros, you come. Come. No, say they never call your name since. Ben, you know when we are looking for useless people, you should be available. Before God and man, I don't know you. This will not be knickers. Now poverty made the trouser short. The thing jump. Dokpa, you go come. Dokpa, that place where you stay, so we know if you collect money from you. It can't be like one name Peter, one name Paul. No, okay. Let me stay with Dokpa so that let the rich people be here and those who are taking loans be at the other side. And the loans. No grants, no day for Nigeria. All right. Next year, by God's grace, is going to celebrate greater heights. And we are going to be here. Madam, now I want cut for Epan Hola. That is assist. Okay. Assistant photographer. Okay, Takibia. No. Okay, Madam, hold on. So because now Jesus they sustain my brother since in Papa and in Mama Bonham, we are going to spare Jesus and they call the cake Jesus. Together, Jesus. Happy birthday. Yes, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you now, money? How old are you now? Hip, hip, hip.
It no concern you. Get away now. Nonsense. DJ, play music, Joe. Congratulations, my brother.